Hi guys, this is Jesse Dorran and welcome to my channel. Oh, had a long day today. I ended up going to my local um I hope I could say this word. Lesenslater. Lesenslater. Ooh, Lesenslater. Lesenslater. Not sure how it's pronounced. Yeah, the Canada building. And I actually went into the room itself where the debating happens. Security's definitely been beefed up in Canada since the incident in Quebec where someone actually brought a gun into conference. So that was fun. I ended up having to go through two securities just to get in there, and you have to be absolutely quiet. And yeah, the speaker holds a mace and it's gold plated, and I got to see all the politicians who make $150,000 a year annually, and yeah, lots of old rich men. So that was something to see, and it was great to see conservatives and liberals debate certain topics. One of the topics that they did cover today that I did stick around for, I was there for 30 minutes before I left, was elderly people in homes treatment. And the liberals, or the two opposing teams, one was saying, we have given you, it's been a year, maybe a year and a half, nothing's changed in this um, specific province about the treatment of the elderly who cannot advocate and speak for themselves. It is not a requirement for them to have two baths or two showers. I'm assuming a shower. I mean a bath, probably a sponge bath, or who knows. Two baths a week. They said it's not a requirement. They're not enforcing it, and these sick, not sick, these older people that can't advocate and have a voice for themselves, who, because they're fragile and they're old, and it's just abuse. It's elderly abuse, and there's no other way of seeing it. So and then of course their opposing party was like, yes, we take this very serious. And they said, well, why isn't it happening? Why aren't seniors having baths? Which was a great question. And the opposing one would kind of avoid answering and be like, oh, we care about it, blah, 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 blah. But they wouldn't say, this is what we're going to do. Also, one of the interesting things brought up today was a debate about um, tax and tax percentage annually that people are charged. Because here in Canada, we have well, in my specific province, we have something called a flat tax rate, which everyone, no matter what source of income or how much money you make annually, or net profit, you're taxed 10% no matter what. So if you make 10,000, 20,000, 10%. You make 200 million, but in a corporation, 10%. And I'm not sure what kind of stance I would take on um, taxation, but I believe higher higher incomes, such as corporations. I believe in corporation taxes, and they should be taxed. But who am I to know? Who am I to judge? Yeah, so that was kind of my day. I ended up going to Chinatown, which was really cool. I ended up getting a sushi roll, some sweet and sour pork, rice, with like little chicken in it. Oh, the veggies are the best. The vegetables, like the broccoli with the MSG, so good. I totally forgot that when you order Chinese food, you can request that it doesn't come with the MSG. So I kind of got a little dizzy later today because it's just lots of, like, it just increases your cholesterol. But besides that, delish. And who doesn't love green tea? And also, when I went there, because I am pale, um, I was just immediately handed utensils, standard fork, knife, and I use chopsticks. So I actually had to go out of my way and request chopsticks. I thought it was just like standard, you put the chopsticks down and then you offer the utensils. But no, I was given utensils and I had to wait around and ask for my chopsticks. So I was like, oh, I'm being racially profiled. This is devastating and earth shaking, and it shook my world and changed my perspective on life, and just everything around me changed in that moment. Oh God, is my dog choking? Chanel, you okay? I think she's. Oh, Chanel, come here. Oh, oh yeah. I think she's just making sounds. I have a burger, kind of fell apart. I actually made the bread myself, and yeah. So I got home. I watched. I watched another episode of that stalker show that I've been watching with the Nikita actress. I have no clue. I guess her character's name in Stalker is Michelle. And yeah, she's like past and like she gets stalked, and then every episode, they're working on a new stalker case. Um, and I know stalkers do happen. I've only had an encounter with someone with stalking tendencies. Oh God, looks like I have a wig. Once in my life, and even then, I was like in grade school, and someone had gone into her backpack, took out this duotang, and it contained information about me, contained what I like to do for recess, what I like to do for fun, um, you know, um, how tall I am, marriage plans, and stuff like that. And I thought it was weird, and people were showing it around, and I took it, and I didn't want this girl to be teased, so I took it, threw it away, I think, and then I never mentioned it again. And also, one time when I was in grade 7 or 8, um, I was taking a bus to from my like from my junior high. I was catching the bus from junior high to back because for a little while there I was catching the bus, and um, yeah, once I had arrived home, somebody had just anonymously sent me messages on the website that I was active on. I think it was like MySpace, of just me sitting on the bus unknowingly, like just me like looking around. Like obviously I didn't know I was being photographed, and someone took pictures and then sent them to me later, and it was really creepy. It was really creepy. Um, or there's just been vandalization to past houses that I've lived in. But even then, that just consisted of egg throwing, and I ended up finding out who it was. It was just some random person, who kind of brings it all back to like being bullied. I was never bullied in school. Yeah, I've been name called. Who hasn't? But I've never been like in an altercation or just had people just hating on me. And I always hear that it builds character. So I'm like, oh shit. Ooh, so today at the I don't think I can say legislation. I guess I can't say that word. At the government building today, I went into one of the bathrooms, and it was like a Harry Potter bathroom where you know that girl. She's like 30, but she plays the ghost in Harry Potter. I feel like she would have lived there. So I tried to film around. I know it's a bathroom, but it was really big and nice. I was like, oh, this is like really nice because the building is from 1915, and it is a gorgeous building. I love the architecture. absolutely everything. I'm obsessed with real estate. So I was checking out everything. I ended up having a really good guide for my tour. She was very informative, and I think she had two majors in literature, and I forget what other major was. But she was young, she had the piercings, and she wasn't boring and like snooze fest, snoozeville. Like, she was actually able just to like move it along, you know, looking at those old farts and their paintings. Oh, I can't wait to eat this burger. I'm gonna watch some Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think that's what it's called. It's actually really funny. I have still been watching Marry Me, which I love that show because it reminds me of one of my best friends. This YouTube thing has definitely been interesting. It really does change everything about um, your day, because you're like, oh, what can I film? What should I say? And like, I don't know, it's really cool. It's a fun experiment for me because I've recently just started, to make a conscious effort to make videos. So I promise that they will get better than this. But these type of videos are some of my favorites from the YouTubers I watch, because when I was sad or depressed or lonely, I would always go to their channels, and it always felt like I was interacting with someone. I wasn't alone, and someone was there. So I kind of like the conversation type video, but I would love to do comedy and have that out there. It'd be really cool. But comedy is fucking hard. Like, it's a facet of me, but it's not perfected, not at all. Like, if I can, I will say a joke, and I don't mind about being politically correct or saying the right thing. But yeah, my voice is starting to come back. I am still sick. I do have a cold. Yeah, and Trisha Paytas's Santa Baby. That was such a great version. I think she brought the sex to the song, and it sounds great. It's not something I'm going to be downloading on iTunes anytime soon. Anyway, and I can't wait for Thursday, guys. I'm definitely making a video for Thursday because I'm going to actually not look like shit. And I will be getting ready and decorating the tree with drinks, friends, and family. What is everyone going to be doing for, like, me? I'm actually going out of town for Christmas. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm actually one of the best packers. I can pack shit like really, really fast because I just bring a huge suitcase and then a huge duffel bag, and I take absolutely everything I want. Like, if I want to bring my Xbox, I bring an Xbox. If I want to bring this, that, and 3 pairs of shoes, I bring it. Like, it's just great packing heavy. I remember I tried to make a parody video, but it wasn't that refined, where it was just me packing. Actually, I think it was me packing for Vegas, or it was me packing for a weekend. Oh, I'd love to go back to Vegas one of these days. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't mind seeing Britney Spears in Vegas. I don't know if I'd go back to the strippers. It's nice and all, but you can literally walk into a casino, and most of the Bellagio, right across the street from the Bellagio, where I stayed, there is just like stripper pools in the casino. But I did see this one really hot chick, and I made it rain. I was like, oh, so fucking hot. Like, get it, girl. And now you got kids to pay for. Anyways, it has been, I think, 15 minutes now, and I look like crap. I better stop making videos looking like this. Comment and subscribe below. what are you doing for your holidays? And I hope you all have a good time. And yeah, just try not to stress out too much and get drunk, drink that eggnog, have some whiskey, and send some embarrassing messages and texts. Bye, guys.